The DEC says the amount of lead dust found inside the high school doesn't pose a health risk to students and faculty. And the department adds the school's plan to clean out all air vents of lead debris and continue follow-up testing goes above and beyond their requirements to ensure safety. In Levittown, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight. Insurance Oversight Coordinator, who didn't want to speak on camera, says he can't give an estimate of the damage yet, but says it will take over a week to clean up the 300 gallons of oil that filled the Kramer's basement. In North Belmore, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight. This dome is just one of the structures that has been restored to its original condition. And Nassau County Executive Tom Swazi says the restoration of this building symbolizes the restoration of Nassau County as a whole. Campbell says right now the organization is focused on getting the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights passed so that all workers are treated with the dignity and respect that they deserve. So as the battle for president continues, Raymond says voters need to keep their eyes and ears open for dirty tactics.
It's right there, right in the middle of my driveway.
Traces of blood still line the sidewalk here on Railroad Avenue in Patchogue, where 37-year-old Marcelo Lucero of Ecuador was murdered Saturday night. The victim of a hate crime, police say Lucero was attacked by 7 teenagers and stabbed to death simply because he was Hispanic.
My missus says she's never seen so much blood on the street.
According to reports, the young men cornered Lucero and a friend outside the Patchogue train station. Lucero's friend was able to escape and called police. Police say at 11:55 Saturday evening they received a 911 call that a man had been stabbed. When they arrived to the scene, they say they found Lucero near this house, had been stabbed in the chest. He was later brought to Brookhaven Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Reverend Alan Ramirez of the Brookville Reformed Church says horrific crimes like this one are nothing new to Suffolk County.
In this community, over the years, there have been house burnings, there have been beatings, there have been assaults.
And neighbors say they've witnessed an increase in hate.
And it's just unfortunate, but that's the way we live now.
Today, Lucero's brother, Jose, says he's stunned by the death of a brother who came here 16 years ago to better the lives of himself and his family.
I believe in justice, and I want to see, because I want this guy to stay in jail for a long time.
In Patchogue, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight. As Long Islanders head out onto the roads, they can't help but notice the skyrocketing cost of gas.
So, yeah, you definitely scour out the prices.
This week, gasoline neared $4 a gallon. And according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, that price is up 11 cents from last week and is only expected to increase. With gas prices on the rise, customers at this local gas station say they're left pinching their pennies and looking for a new method of transportation.
Honestly, I think it's crazy, and I think I'm going to get a bicycle and ride my bike around.
I know my husband started taking the train, which he hasn't done, into the city. In the past 5 years, he used to drive, but the escalating prices are forcing people to just use mass transit and stay more local.
Some drivers say they're looking to pay as little for gas as they can, searching the web for the cheapest stations or even driving across state lines.
Oh, definitely. Like, I live in Rockland County, and I go to the Jersey border because it's maybe like 4 or 5 cents cheaper.
Others say there's nothing they can do but pay up.
Well, I'm not going to drive a moped around. I mean, I guess, you're just going to have to deal with it. I don't know what else to do.
In Old Westbury, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight. Green lawns, even in the winter. It's an icon of American homes, but the fertilizer used to maintain them could be polluting your water.
One of the biggest polluters of our drinking water and our bays and streams and general waterways is runoff of fertilizers.
And environmentalists say water is even more polluted in the winter because cold lawns can't absorb fertilizer.
None of it is getting into the grass system or the plant system, and the vast majority is running off when it rains right into those bay areas.
That's why in Hauppauge today, Suffolk County Executive Steve Levy signed into law a fertilizer reduction plan aimed at eliminating the use of fertilizers in the winter.
There's a lot of excess that is totally unnecessary when it comes to keeping a lawn green.
According to Levy, fertilizers are responsible for over 50% of damaging nitrogen found in water. So today, Suffolk County banned the use of fertilizers between October and April 1st. The new law goes into effect on January 1st, 2009, and Levy says anyone found using fertilizer in the winter could face a $1,000 fine. In addition to the ban, Levy says retailers will be required to have signs and brochures that educate customers on fertilizers' hazards.
We can still keep our green lawns, but have a cleaner environment as well.
In Hauppauge, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight. They're considered man's best friend, but for some postal workers, dogs are their worst enemy. 4 years ago, this postal worker says she was attacked by a dog on her delivery route.
Well, actually, he went for my face, so I put my hands up, and he bit my hands quite a few times, and as a result, I had to have surgery in my thumb area.
According to the U.S. Postal Service, more than 3,000 postal workers suffered dog bites last year. And this year alone, 26 Long Island postal workers were bitten.
How many of you have been bitten on the job that are here? Significant bite, right?
So to prevent more attacks, the Postal Service says it launched National Dog Bite Prevention Week from May 18th to the 24th. And today in Hicksville, local letter carriers learned how to protect themselves.
Never pat a dog on top of the head. Go from the top down.
And what signs to look for in an aggressive dog.
But, you know, stiff tails, teeth showing are the obvious signs, the hair up and the ears down or the ears perked forward and very stiff reactions in the dog will be indications that a dog may not be exactly friendly to deal with or approach.
When postal workers come across a sign like this one, they make a note of it by placing these dog warning signs in their delivery bags, so next time they're a little more cautious. And even though neither snow nor rain nor heat will stop them, many postal workers say dogs can, and they're bracing for the summer.
Screen doors are open and the dog happens to be out in the yard more, so you got to be a little more cautious. It's a lot more dangerous, yes.
In Hicksville, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight. It's the last thing you might want to encounter when you hit the road. But your chances of being pulled over at a police checkpoint are now a little higher. That's because from May 19th through June 1st, state and local police are participating in a statewide initiative, Click It or Ticket, to get drivers to buckle up.
It's a holiday season and we want people to be focused on wearing their seatbelts and be safe.
And police say they're enforcing the law by setting up checkpoints across the island.
A lot of that is we work the ramps off the expressway, and people know we're there and they wear them.
And even though some motorists may find the checkpoints inconvenient, most of the drivers at this one say they're glad the stops are being done. First, tell me, what do you think about checkpoints?
I think they're a good idea.
So if you plan on hitting the road this Memorial Day weekend, officers say you better buckle up or pay up. Because if you're caught without a seatbelt on, they're going to give you a $100 ticket. But police say more important than avoiding a penalty, wearing seatbelts saves lives.
I would say wear your seatbelt. When you get in the car, first thing you do is put that on, and it could save your life and someone else's too.
In Nassau County, Laura Lopez, LI News Tonight.